Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's flight as we continue our Christmas tour, and welcome to 2022. Hope you all had a good New Year's and are ready to start the new year off right. We're here in Turin. It is the tea and Christmas, and today we're flying northeast up to Minsk in Belarus, which will be the M. So, joining us on today's flight, we have Nick here in front of us in the British Airways A320, and our aircraft is in behind the Fly UK in the Christmas livery. So let's hop on board and we will get ourselves ready to go. Alright, the aircraft is plugged in. So we should be ready to start setting up. Just making sure the bot has had a nice kick. And he is good to go. There we are. Alright, so let's get the pre-flight done. Parking brake is set. Flaps are up and retracted. Spoilers are retracted and disarmed. Weather radar is off. PWS is off. Engine masters 1 and 2 are off. Engine mode selector is normal. Thrust levers are in idle. Gear is down and wipers are off. So batteries are coming on. External power is on. Brake pressure is checked. We'll get our lights up and going. Turn on the pad while we're there. We'll do Rogers for 'em. There we go. The lower E-cam. Upper and lower E-cams. Pedestal. And we'll get the overhead as well. There we go. APU fire test. APU fire test is good. Crew oxygen supply is on. Cockpit voice recorder test is done. ADIRS 1, 2, and 3 are now aligning. Seatbelt signs on. No portable devices to auto. Emergency exit lights are now armed. Test the annunciator lights. Everything's lit up. Yeah, looks good. Alright. And we'll get the boarding underway. So autopilot is currently off. Aircraft temperatures are fine. ECAM page, we can do an electrical check, and we are on external power. That's good. Fuel pumps are off. Engine 1 fire test. Engine 2 fire test is done. Flight directors are both on. EFIS, we'll go to 40 where 10 are clear. Current barrel. Look at the weather here for Turin. Just throw it in Twitch chat, and I'll throw it here in the YouTube chat. So winds are pretty much 0 degrees 2 knots. It's very light. No significant clouds. 14 degrees QNH 1024. So we're going to be taking off southwards on runway 18 because we've got the mountains to the north, and on the top 7 Bravo departure. I'm just looking to see if we've got any speed restrictions. We do. We got a few altitude restrictions, but they're all the aboves. And I'm not too worried about the speed restriction on the initial turn. Although we don't start to turn until 2,000 feet. So we're good there. The FCU will set, we'll just set an initial climb, 10,000. For our climate radios, 122.8. Currently have no ATC in the area. We will see what happens though, because we are on VATSim. And down to the MCDU we go. Clear of that. Bring in our flight plan. I've made a couple minor alterations in the flight plan. So here's our route. There's Turin to Minsk. Flight level 380. Throttle for today's flight is 41,924. So we should be staying below the jet stream. Cost index of 25 is fine. And then I'll go over into our weight and balance. We'll get our load information, 161 passengers today, and we will start the loading process. Over here, there's our plan in. Come over to fuel. Wish that would stay on reel, but let's see what happens. Fuel for today's flight, 8485. So let's start the fueling process. And that is underway. So back down to the MCDU. Hey Oki, Happy New Year to you. Hope you had a good night last night and you're feeling okay this morning.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your large and carry-on items in the
Alright, so as mentioned, we're departing on runway 18.
If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call
and
button
on the
over
top
your seat.
7 Bravo.
After you put your
will be
carry-on
our
items in
departure.
the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
And
also be sure that the
MSC
aisle
is our
clear and sit
transition
down
off
so that
of
way
the
other passengers
departure,
can
so we'll
get
punch
by
that
you.
in. There we
If
go.
you're seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit
Now,
responsibilities in
for
the
our
seat
arrival,
for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions.
the winds
If you're not,
currently
please let a flight
in
attendant know so that way
Minsk
you can be reseated. Feel free to use
are
your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process.
300 at 7 gusting 10 meters per second. They're metric over there. Light rain, broken cloud at 700 feet, overcast at 1500 feet. IFR conditions, it's 4 degrees. So we're going to be landing on runway 31 right. Hello, Land O'Lakes. Happy New Year to you. So it'll be the ILS for runway 31 right. If there is an ILS for 31 right, thought there was. We may have to go 31 left. ILS 31 right. ILS 13 left, 13 right, 31 left. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to change our runway to the ILS for 31 left. Interesting. Changing my things here in Navigraph. 3-1 left. That's better. And I just want to make sure my arrival are still those. Have to fly. It's on the Christmas schedule. Have no choice in the matter. So many kids will be disappointed if we don't do it. Alright, so we're going to be going in on the Kazir 2 Delta arrival. Just change my plans a little bit. Okay, so it'll be ILS 3-1 left. Kazir 2 Delta arrival. Kiwo, let me see where that is. Yes, we are going to Kiwo. That is fine. I just want to
We're ready to go when you are.
check out the route here. Make sure she looks good. Yeah, she's all over the place here. So not sure what's going on there exactly. We're gonna have to make some modifications. So let's go back to the flight plan. We'll start at the beginning. We're gonna be taking off to the south. We're gonna be doing a series of left turns as we come around. As you can see, we got the disconnect here. That's fine. We will clear that out. Get rid of that. There we go. We got the connection. They're going to head northeast all the way up across. And we can see the little bit of a mess here. So let me see if I can clean this up. So we want Orphan and Kazir. So we're going to take out Govik. We're going to take out UMMS. We're going to take out that disconnect. Now let's see what it gives us. Much better. And that's going to be our approach in. Currently no ATC, so we may be vectoring ourselves, but this looks like it'll bring us right in following the star. So that should be good. That is our route. All set up and looking fine. We can come back over into here. See how we're doing on our boarding. So our boarding is all done. The cabin is reported good to go. So our center of gravity is 25.0. And our zero fuel weight, you can see, is 59.2. So we'll come back over here. We'll go to our initialization, page B. Zero fuel weight of 59.2. Confirm that on the flight plan. That is correct. So everything is loaded as per normal, and 25.0 for our center of gravity. M block fuel today, 8.4 tons is entered in. For our wind, it turns out to be a slight headwind over the length of our trip of 5 knots. Let it do its fuel predictions. There we go. All up and entered in. So there's our loads done and our flight plan is done. And we are all good there. So that's the MCDU data entered in. The MCDU is all set up. RATNAV for our departure. Do we need anything for that? Checking the charts. We can put in our departure VORs. There are a couple of them. Oh, there's one of them anyway. It's the Trino VOR. It's 114.5. We'll put that one in just so it's there. And that is good. So if we look at our departure on the top 7 Bravo, which is the one we were doing. Let me bring it up here. You can see if we read the description, it says intercept the CSL radial 180 to 6 miles from CSLs when passing 4,000, but no later than 14 miles from CSL. Turn left to top. So you can see we come down this way, and at some point when we get 6 miles out, as long as we're above 4,000 feet, we can make the turn down to top. So we're going to put that into VOR1, 114.5. We'll move that to VOR2, and we'll put the CSL VOR, which is 116.75. And the course we're going to want on that is the 180 radial. Enter that in. And 108 radial should be the one we take on that on the RNAV, but we'll see what happens. So those are all entered in. Yeah, they gave me that too when I initially did it, Dark, but all the departures are to the south, so I'm heading south, runway 18 on the top 7 Bravo. Alright, so that's all entered in. So RFR clearance, we'll take it as given. IRSs are aligned. Yes, they are. You can see all the routing information is now entered in. So let's go over the flight plan for today. So here is the airport. We are currently sitting here at the main terminal, so we're going to be pushing back facing north. We're going to taxi all the way up Yankee to 18, and we'll be taking off to the south. As mentioned, we'll be going off on the top 7 Bravo, so we're going to follow the plan that I read out earlier. Heading out, we're going to come down to top, at which point we will be then heading up to the first of the waypoints, which is BC, as you can see here. We're going to fly up over eastern Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and into Belarus. Once we're in Belarus, we'll be entering in, as I mentioned, on the Kazir 2 Delta arrival, where we're going to fly in, we'll be descending down, and we'll be making a series of left-hand turns, coming in for the runway, which point we'll be landing on 31 left, and we'll probably be exiting, what do we got here? Papa? Is that what they labeled it as? Papa or Bravo. One of these two here will be exiting and heading over to the apron, and we will be parking here at the main terminal, apron number 2. And that is the flight plan. It should be about 2 hours 45 minutes or so. 2 hours 31 minutes in the air, according to our flight plan. So we'll see how we go there. So it looks like fueling is done, everyone is on board, and the cabin is ready to go. So I'm just going to do a quick check here and make sure I am pointing the right direction. Yep, that's the way I want to be pointing. And we'll be taxiing up that way. And we've got the standard jump to the aircraft from the jetway. It looks like we got a little bit of fog coming in over the hills out there. It's pretty cool. So takeoff will be per standard, and our squawk code we will set to 7,000, which it is. So we are ready for our pre-start. So we'll come up to the APU. The APU up and going. Waiting for the flap open and starting the APU. MCDU weights. So the MCDU weights are all in. Come over to the performance for takeoff. Hey Jack, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you. Transition altitude here at Turin is 6,000 feet. Make sure that's pumped in. It's going to be a flaps 1 takeoff. And for a flaps 1 takeoff, I'll bring up my little trim settings here. It was a 250.
Trader traffic, Stable 464, please back to start facing north.
Is 0.8 up. I'll put a link to this chart. I'll post it on the Discord if anyone wants it. I find it works pretty good. We're going to do a toga takeoff, so we're not going to worry about flex temperatures for this one. So that'll give us a V speed of 134, 135, 139. Sounds like Nick is pushing back. So that is all set. Our V speeds are in. And we can confirm they're on our PFD. APU is available. APU bleed is coming on. We should hear the fans start up. There they go. External power is now disconnected. Right, windows and doors are closed. We have the load sheet. Cockpit door is now shut. I think it's time to call for the tug.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight tech.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
Not sure how that just did that, but okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 5556 with service to
Fuel pumps
Maine.
are on.
Our flight
Beacon
time will
light
be
is
roughly
on.
2 hours and 31
Steering pin
minutes.
is
Now
connected.
that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut
Transponder
down
is
and
on.
stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all
TCAS is
tray
on
tables
standby.
and backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
Which chart, Jack? I showed a few of them. The main one that had been up was this one. This is our departure chart for what we're doing. Basically flying to the south, over to the top VOR, then turning to the northeast. I'm not sure if I actually showed you there. Was it this chart? Was our departure chart? Just showing our route coming down here from the airport down over the top and then heading up to the northeast. Okay, where were we? I think we're set to go. Where's Nick? Oh, we're gonna have to wait for Nick. Yeah, definitely got a little bit of a fog settling in, low ground fog. Temperature is 14, so I don't know why we'd have that. Dew point's 5. Seems like quite the spread for a fog. Oh, the flaps chart. Yeah, sorry, that was my trim settings. I'll put it up in the Discord. So when it gives you a center of gravity, say in this case 25.0, you look that up and that's what you set your trim for. But while I wait for Nick, I'll go I'll put it in the A320 now go ahead, Nick. I'm gonna end up backing right up in front of you, so I'm just gonna put the chart up into the fly-by-wire A320 help channel on the Discord. We may get the thing coming up on the screen. Yes, we did. But let me move that. I'll just grab the file. There we go. I put it in the Discord, so it's available there if anybody wants it.
Trader traffic, Stable 464, taxiing runway 18. via Yankee.
Alright, so Nick's about ready to go. As soon as he starts moving, we'll call for the push. And when he's clear, we can start taxiing back. I'm at gate 2. Nick is cleared, so he's gone. So anything north of gate 2 is open. Still there. He announced his taxi, but he's not moving. Ah, there he goes. Turn area traffic. Skyways 5556 pushing back. Gate 2 facing north. Alright.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
Alright. Clock is running. Away we go. Start engines as soon as he lets us know
You are
we're
clear
ready.
behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
please direct your attention to the front of the
Over to
aircraft
start
for safety
and
demonstration.
starting engine number 1.
When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally.
Ah, must be dark.
Although the bag
Flying
is not
British
full,
Airways
oxygen
today.
is flowing to the mask.
Very nice.
If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the event
Looks
that
like
the
she's
pilot
overshooting
decides to
on the
use
push
her
today.
turn, a fashionable life vest is located in the
sometimes
pouch
she's right on,
underneath
sometimes
or
she's
between the
not.
armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your
Good
head.
start on engine
Wrap the
number
straps
1,
around your
starting
waist
engine
and
number
buckle at the
2.
front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and
Pushback
light.
complete.
If
Set parking
necessary,
brakes,
your
please.
seat cushion can be used as a secondary
Parking brakes
flotation
set.
device.
Roger. Okay, the
Once
tow
again,
bar
all
is
devices
disconnected
must be
and
in
the
airplane
equipment
mode
is
and your
clear.
larger devices
Thanks,
must
and
be
you can
turned off
disconnect and go to
during
hand
this
signals.
time.
Thanks. Have a good
Please
flight.
securely
See you
store
later.
your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened in seat backs and tray tables are in their
Engine
full
two's
upright
coming up.
position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors
And
located in the
Tug is
lavatory
departing.
is prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety
Off
card
to the
located
side.
in the seat back in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank
And
you
he's
for flying
clear.
with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
There's 12% on N1. And And engine 2 is available. So APU bleeds are off, APU is off, and ignition back to normal. Anti-ice not required today, so we don't have to worry about that. So auto brakes to max. Spoilers are armed. Flaps to config 1. Anti-ice not required. Flight controls. So full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, full left, full right, and neutral. Trim 0.8 up is now set. Rudder trim is centered and 0. Steering pin is disconnected. Let's take that off. So nose to taxi, turn off lights are on, strobes are off, parking brake is fine. Disconnected. And we can start to taxi. Get ourselves over to the pavement off the grass here. Turn area traffic, Skyways, 5556 taxiing runway 18 via Yankee. There we go. TO config and in the cabin.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Alright, everything is looking good so far. Didn't hear Nick take
Train to
off.
traffic speed 464 lining up runway 18.
There he is. So Vienna radars come online, so it looks like we're gonna cross over them for a little bit as we fly out, but it shouldn't be for too long. See who else comes online today. A couple centers have popped up. Oh, a little bit of a lag.
And speed 464 is rolling.
Had my first crashed desktop the other day. Did 2.5 hours into the flight coming in on the approach, and the whole sim just shut right down. Very annoying. Nick. Looking very nice here at Turin today. No clouds, but definitely got a haze going on. And of course, we are flying the Christmas livery, Fly UK. No, I have nothing to use the tiller with, so I'm not bothering. I'm still using rudder pedals. It'd be nice to have a tiller thing, but I'm not sure it's worth spending the bucks for one aircraft having a tiller. At least I'm not going to have to worry about waiting when we get to the end for spacing. Going to have a little bit of time to get up and going. Jack, I've done them often enough that I kind of know them, but I still run a checklist. Just because I will miss things. But I've got, I can go through the setup and everything and get it done without having to refer to anything. But I do like to run it because I know there's always something I forget. And if I'm going to be doing it where people are watching, you know, might as well do it right. And a lot of this is the call and response checklist you'd be doing anyway in real life. I'm assuming. Although I don't know 100%. And again, the awkward thing is you're doing stuff that the pilot monitoring would be doing. Or even the difference between first officer and you know, the captain for their duties. There's definitely some things that they don't cross over on at any point. Doesn't matter who's flying. Alright, so cabin crew have been notified. Exterior lights are all on. Nose wheels to take off. Anti-ice not required. Packs are on. TCAS is on. TARA. Tilt above. Weather radar. It's not, but it's on. PWS is on. Weather mode WX plus T. And takeoff memo, no blue. Turn area traffic skyways 5556 taking position runway 18. Yeah, I'm using a Yoke and Throttle Quadrant, so I don't have my old joystick. I had a, what was it, Logitech 3D Extreme. It had a twist, and I could have, if I was using that, I could use that as the tiller, but don't have anything at the moment. Oh yeah, look at that haze out there. Especially with that sun right into it. Alright, engine's up to 40%. Turn area traffic, skyways, 5556 rolling runway 18 on the top 7 Bravo departure. Brakes released. Mantoga SRS enabled. It's 100 knots. Little stutters there. V1 and rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Gotta go visual on my throttles now. There we go. Throttles time. Gotta get used to the position they have to be in now that they're recalibrated for my reverse thrust. So our throttles climb, autopilot on. Nick, have you got mode C engaged? Just wondering. And we're through S-speed. Flaps up. We put our VORs on. Let's see, we're on the 180 radial coming off, and there's that one pointing over the top. There's Turin. We're now over the fog, we can see. Very nice. You see the little mountains there on the other side. This is where we came in when we landed last week, or 2 weeks ago now. We came down this way and around this hill and landed on 3-6. No, I haven't changed anything. All my weather stuff is, or sorry, all my rudder stuff is just pedals in the same settings I had before. Just not seeing you, Nick. I'm just wondering. All right, so we're through Q&H. We'll go over to standard. So after takeoff checklist. Gears up, flaps retracted, spoilers are disarmed, climb is in thrust mode, autopilot is on, turn off lights and nose wheel lights, kill the wing lights as well, are all off. There's our turn. We're 13 miles from CSL and we had to turn no later than 14, so we're bang on where we should be.
Gentlemen, we have now passed
coming down. We're going to dial in our
This is also a reminder to contact throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard
38,000 feet.
If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi
Once
to
we're
find
through
out more
10,000 feet, we can turn off the lights, strobes are on, wings are on, our wing lights are off, everything else is good. We'll let people move up in the back since it's pretty calm back there. Had a nice day for a flight.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you see unexpected.
The problem with, I mean, it's not a real problem with setting up something like the tiller is you'd have to set up a new profile just for it because it's the only aircraft that would be using a tiller, and it becomes a bit of a mini profile thing. I know there's ways around it, and I'm already running like 8 profiles, but it's not having something to do that is not a big issue, and I have bigger things I'd rather spend any money on at the moment. So, alright. So we're heading up to Tonda. And then we'll be heading off that to BC, and that takes us on our way. Let's turn those off for now. Thought I heard Dark say he was pushing back, so he should be up any minute. Beautiful area here with the northeastern or northwestern Italian Alps. City of Turin down here between the Alps and this set of hills here. Very nice. Kind of heading back out the way we came in. Hello, Brian. Happy New Year to you. Welcome. So set ourselves over to our cruise setting, 160-mile range. See the route there. So the full Christmas menu is still open. Will be until we finish these flights next weekend. And I'll pair off some of the more blatantly Christmas items, but we'll leave some of the stuff there. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to tag just the far western portion of Austrian airspace. We may not have to talk to them at all. We'll see. So we're just going to cut the corner. The weather in Belarus is not looking too good. We'll see if it changes by the time we get there. So we're looking good. Just looking to see if dark's up. Well, I'm sure you can ask the flight crew for something. If you're lucky, they'll bring it for you. Turn the ground spoilers off. Still armed. So we're on our climb to our cruise level, which is 380. I don't know why it was stuck at vertical speed mode. That's better. Take a look out the sides. There's some nice mountain views there. Not quite enough on that side. That flickering is annoying though. Do wish they'd fix that. Alright, so let's get the map up. So I'm gonna have to do this. It should now come over. There we go. The world map. Shrink that down. Zoom in a little bit so we can see where we are. And what I am going to do, since we don't really need that up there, is we'll unload the route. And there we are. Hello, Evan. Happy New Year and welcome to the flight. Don't recognize the name. Is this your first time joining us? Alright, so we're coming up to 23,000. I think it's time to get that drinks cart and food prepped in the galley. We'll throw up some entertainment and we'll enjoy the flight. I'm gonna have to watch for VATSim, see who comes online. We'll see what happens, but for now I'll throw on some short entertainment here, and I do have a Christmas movie for us once we get up into the higher altitude cruise. So I'm gonna go off mic for a little bit. I'll be in the chat.
Wieder Traffic 104 voran mit VATSim, located taxi into gate.
And do enjoy. And Dark is up and running, so he'll be coming in behind us. All right, we'll talk to you again in a bit, and we'll see you in chat.
You got strength without garlic.
Better than garlic is spinach. So, my Gillies, knock the big bully for a row of ash cans. So, kiddies, that's why you has to eat your spinach. Huh?
Ice cream is hot stuff.
You said it, sport.
At this time, station KID-TV brings you the special event of the year, a first in television history. At this very moment, KID-TV has standing by a television crew at Santa Claus Workshop. And in just a few seconds, our special correspondent, Andy Henderson, will bring you a person-to-person interview with Santa Claus himself direct from the North Pole, where at the moment, the temperature is 91 degrees below zero. And now KID-TV takes you via Telstar, Andy Henderson at the North Pole.
Hi, kids. This is Andy Henderson at the North Pole. Ooh, it's cold up here. From this spot, there's only one direction you can go, and that's south. Living up here is pretty rough. I don't see how Santa stands it. Since we've been here, we've eaten nothing but frozen food. At least that's the way it is by the time we get it. And now, let's take a look-see into Santa's workshop. Hello again. Boys and girls, it's just weeks before Christmas, and Santa and his helpers are working overtime to make sure that there's enough toys for the kids all over the world. Santa's a pretty busy man, but I'm sure he'd like to say a few words to you kids. Hello, Santa.
Oh, hello, son. Oh, hello, boys and girls. Hey, oh, it's Andy. You caught me at a very busy time.
Well, do you think you'll be ready by Christmas Eve?
Well, we've never disappointed the kids yet.
Tell me, is it true that this year there's a rumor that you're going to use a rocket sled?
No, sirree. We're going out the good old-fashioned way with my reindeer. Prancer and Dancer and Thunder and Blitzen and Vixen and Nixon. Vixen, oh, I always con it. I get those names mixed up, but the kids know their names.
And there you are. We have so much to do, and you stand here dawdling, talking to this visitor.
Mr. Anderson, this is Mrs. Claus. We're on television.
How do you do, Mr. Anderson?
Ma'am?
Now, I want you to go and finish painting those hobby horses. Television? Did you say we're on television? Oh, dear. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, my hair's a mess. Hello there.
Come along, Mr. Anderson, and I'll show you some of the new toys we're turning out. How's it going, Winky?
Everything is A-okay, Santa.
Good man. Winky is in charge of our space department. Now here is the latest toy rocket. It runs on real rocket fuel.
Really? I've been wondering, what is this strange little creature over here?
Winky made that. That's his idea of a Martian.
A Martian? Wowie, wow, I'd hate to meet a creature like that on a dark night. I wonder if there really are people on Mars.
Well, who knows?
Well, if there are, I hope they have someone like you up there, Santa, to bring joy and good cheer to all the Martian children.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. Keep going, Winky. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now, Mr. Anderson, I want to show you some more things.
Grappo! Grappo, you lazy good-for-nothing, where are you? Grappo. Grappo, wake up! Wake up! Stand up! Turn off that decorator! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
I'm sorry, Chief Keymark, sir.
Grappo, you are the laziest man on Mars. Why are you sleeping during working hours?
I wasn't sleeping, Chief. It's just that I haven't been able to sleep these last few nights. I forgot how. So I was just practicing.
Well, I suggest you practice doing your work. Where's Lady Momar?
Oh, she went to the food pill center to get some new food pills. The children haven't been eating well. No appetite at all.
It's no wonder. They sit in front of the video set all day watching those ridiculous Earth programs. It confuses them. Where are they?
Oh, and they're watching Earth programs.
Say, Santa, what have we here?
These are new dolls. Now, this little doll walks, talks, flies, and she even sings.
Almost like a real, live little girl.
That she is, sir. That she is. All she needs is tender, loving care.
Gilmar, what is a doll?
I don't know, Gilmar. What is tender loving care?
I don't know either.
Omar, Gilmar. I told you not to watch those silly Earth programs. Now go to sleep.
Must we go to sleep now, Father? I want to see Santa Claus some more. I want to see more toys.
No, go to sleep.
Hello, Droppo. I see you're keeping busy.
Well, I've been working very hard, Lady Wolbar. I've been vacuuming the room.
Good. Is the master here?
He's in there. And Kemar's very angry, too.
Kemar, I bought some new food pills. I hope the children will eat these. We have hamburger, buttered asparagus, mashed potatoes, and a special treat for them. Chocolate layer cake pills.
Omar, I'm worried about our children.
So am I. They've hardly eaten a thing in 3 days.
It goes deeper than that. They're behaving strangely. They appear to be troubled. They don't care to sleep. I had to use the sleep spray on them again. I mentioned this to my council chiefs today, and I learned it's the same with children all around the planet, in every district. Something is happening to the children of Mars.
Kemar, as leader of the Martians, you must do something about it.
I know. But what?
Why don't you go to the forest and see Chochim, the Ancient One? He'll know what to do. He's never failed you.
You speak wisely. I will go. Attention, council chiefs. Please report.
Lomas reporting.
Rignall reporting.
Argo here. Voldar? Voldar, please report.
Voldar reporting.
Gentlemen of the council, we will meet immediately at Chochim's chair in Thunder Forest.
What's wrong now, Kima?
I don't know, Voldar, but I mean to find out.
When Kemar arrives. We are probably going to seek the advice of Chochim.
What does Kemar think we are? A kindergarten class? Can we make our own decisions? Must we always come crawling to that doddering old man?
Chochim is 800 years old. You can't dismiss the wisdom of centuries.
I can. Gentlemen, thank you for coming. Chochim? Chochim, are you here? Ancient One of Mars, I call upon you. Chochim, it is I, Kemar, and the council chiefs. We need you, Chochim. Your advice, Chochim. Something is wrong with our children. They eat not, they sleep not. Their only interest is watching meaningless Earth programs on the video.
What time of year is it now?
It is the middle of September.
No, not here. I mean on Earth. Ah, yes. It is early December on Earth, close to the time of the Christmas. That explains it.
What is a Christmas?
It is an occasion for great joy and peace on the planet Earth. And for children, it is also a time of anticipation as they await the arrival of Santa Claus and his gifts.
Bah! What nonsense. What has this to do with our children, Ancient One?
We have no children on Mars. They have children's bodies, but with adult minds. They do not have a childhood. I've seen this coming for centuries. they are born. Our electronic teaching machines are attached to their brains while they are in their cradles. Information is fed into their minds in a constant stream. And by the time they can walk, they are adults. They've never played. They've never learned to have fun. And now they are rebelling.
What do you advise?
The children must be allowed to be children again. They must learn to play. They must learn what it means to have fun. We need a Santa Claus on Mars.
Santa Claus on Mars? Will we get a Santa Claus?
There's only one Santa Claus, and he's an Earth.
Well, I guess that takes care of that. Didn't I tell you it was a foolish idea to seek advice from that old man?
This is a serious matter, Boldar, and desperate problems require desperate deeds. Earth has had Santa Claus long enough. We will bring him to Mars.
I'm against it. Our children are fine the way they are. I don't want any Santa Claus bringing them toys and games. They'll start playing and laughing and running underfoot. They'll become a nuisance.
I've made my decision. We leave for Earth tonight. Rigner, Lomos, prepare spaceship number 1. Approaching projected Earth orbit. Fire! Portside rockets, number 1 and number 2.
Portside rockets, number 1 and number 2. Fire!
Entering Earth orbit. All right, Boldar. Now to find Santa Claus. Turn on your magnascope to 3rd power. We're over a city of some kind.
So that's what the Earth people call a city, eh? How primitive. Look at all those buildings above ground. Why, we could destroy that city with one blast of our Q-ray.
We've not come here to destroy anyone. Our only purpose is to bring Santa Claus back to Mars. Turn to 5th power. Let's see if we can locate Santa Claus. He wears a red suit, trimmed with white fur, and he has a long white beard.
But there are millions of people down there. It's like looking for a speck of space dust in a comic's tale. Wait a minute. I see him. I see Santa Claus.
I see him too.
He's standing on the corner ringing a bell.
No, he's not. He's standing near the entrance of a large building next to a large black kettle.
He's standing on the corner, Kima. Wait a minute. I see another one.
Well, there are hundreds of Santa Clauses down there.
I'm going to bring them all back with us to Mars?
Just one. And with so many, they won't miss one. Prepare for landing on next orbit.
We interrupt our program with a special bulletin. An unidentified object has been spotted in orbit around the Earth. The Soviet Union denies it has launched any new space satellites. Our radar stations are tracking the spaceship, or whatever it is. The U.S. Air Force has alerted all defense commands and retaliatory units. Stay tuned for further bulletins.
bouncing off our ship.
Well, it certainly took them long enough.
Hold on. Turn on the radar shield.
Misfunctioning of radar shield.
Rigner, check the radar box.
Radar shield functioning. What was wrong, Rigner?
A slight case of Throttle.
Oh, hi, Chief.
What are you doing here, Throttle?
Oh, well, Chief, I went to the launching pad so I could say goodbye to you, and I remembered. I've never been to Earth, so I thought I wanted to...
I may leave you there at base of Santa Claus. Now get below. I'll deal with you later. Throttle, get below quickly.
Yes, Chief. I'm sorry, but...
Prepare to land. We'll set down in that field near the lake.
Rocket silencers set.
Rotor rockets number 1 and 2, fire. All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
Here is another UFO bulletin. The Defense Department has just announced that the unidentified flying object has suddenly disappeared from our radar screens. They believe the object has either disintegrated in space, or it may be a spaceship from some other planet which has the ability to nullify our radar beams.
Fire retro rockets number 5 and 6.
Retro rockets 5 and 6, fire.
Lower landing legs.
Alright, now I just gotta figure out what we're doing and where we're going. First of all, let's see if I can figure out why my stuff is all giving me alarms. Well, I've got my warnings in place. What am I at? 39? Down to 38. Now, can I get my flight plan back in? Okay. So, heading mode, manage speed mode, and standard. Alright, so I'm going to reconnect to VATSim. Let me get my arrival in, and then I can edit that. So the arrival will be runway ILS 31. We're going in on the KZ2 Delta. And keywall is correct. Insert that. Go back over and take a look. Right. Clearing that one. We're clearing that one. And we're clearing that one. That is correct. All right. So we're getting there. See where we are. I think dark is just behind me now. Yeah, not too far behind me. Okay. Kind of back. go back in and I'll set this up again. It should pick us up where we are. LIMF and UMMS. There we go. Alright, so that is back up. We're appearing again on VATSim, so we're there. Let's look at these vertical or horizontal tears. That's kind of new. I'm gonna have to look at updating the Nvidia drivers. I assume they've fixed all that stuff, and I'll be able to do the update. Settling back in now. It'd be nice to resume the movie where it was, but I can't really do that, unfortunately. Have to put on something different. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Well, that was exciting. Not what we want in the middle of a stream, but yeah. But we're at cruise. We're over the Czech Republic, heading for Poland. So we've kind of left the mountains behind. There's a review without too much flickering. Yeah, there's one there. Let's see what's here. Yeah, I'm not that far in front of you now. Alright, let's try this. And I'm going to go back to...
Get your check and get out of this office, you.
Yeah, yes, Chief.
Get it.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Where's the gun?
Well, I sold the gift. Where did I put it? Thank you very much. The physical token of the commissioner's esteem.
Hi, Larry. Pick that up a little higher.
All right, hold it.
Get that back as fast as you can.
Yes, Chief.
Put a rush him.
Yes. What about my job?
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Give me a half column with that cut for tonight's final. Get it?
Hey, Chief.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get out. Mr. Whistler, do you have to go?
Oh, no.
I see. Well, we won't forget you in our story. We'll stress the cooperation shown us and the healthy conditions existing between the...
Newspaper done with police official, though.
My best wishes to the inspector.
Yes, indeed. Well, I guess the recreation hour's over with. Well, my personal felicitations upon your marvelous work. As a matter of fact, you've been doing so many wonderful things. Oh, thanks. But any of the boys could have done it. I just got the breaks, that's all. I'm not surprised at your modesty. Oh, thank you, Mr. Whittier. Well, Chief, I guess I had you all wrong. I thought you were tough. You're not.
Put your ways today.
You. That crack you made about me being a good newspaper man.
Just a crack.
Oh.
Didn't take it seriously.
Oh.
No.
I won't.
Fine. You're good when you're good. That's all. For some show piece, all right. But what about a couple of others?
I brought them in, didn't I?
After I went nursed you. I'm giving you the breaks.
I see. Maybe you should have fired me.
Maybe I should have. Maybe I will someday. Meantime, I'm trying to give you a break, Mr. Doyle.
A nifty gun. Someday I'm going to use it.
With your man pig?
Yeah. I'm going to get me a city editor.
Wait a minute. No speeches with this. Most handedly this to hand to you. Don't open it in here. Good story might pop out. And I'll have to get a good man to write it. It's another joke.
As long as you live, don't ever give any credit to anybody for anything. Might keep you awake nights. I've got the keys to 15 different cities, and I've got the day off.
That's Jojo.
No, I'm just taking it.
Now, let's see that gun.
Special 45. You might as well be armed right. Here's my contribution. And here's mine.
Say, what do you think we could get on this gun?
What do you mean, we? You think I'd pawn this token of esteem from T. Whittier Whiffletree? Or we split, we? This time we don't have to. The Upshaw case gave us this.
I wouldn't be any authority.
It says government will deepen $50. When? Now. Onward, brave musketeers! Dum dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. Soul.
He has no soul.
My flesh is all right. Oh, press the button.
My Stews here? Who? Men from my paper, The Record.
Oh, sir.
Names, Whalen, Weeks, Dunn, and Doyle.
No, sir.
Covered the town.
They haven't been in here.
But he must have opened a new place today. say. All right, thanks.
My wife.
Quiet.
Thanks.
I'm going to tell that mismanaging editor just what I think of him.
Easy to say, but it's tough to do.
Not for me. I should have told him today.
Funny, we always think of things we should have said later. Diplomacy is the best policy.
Policy my neck. This principle of the thing with me. And what is more,
It's always a mistake to let a newspaper man get hold of $50.
Oh, listen, Chief.
I may be old-fashioned, but somehow I like to run a newspaper from a newspaper. Maybe I'm wrong.
you've been wrong for birth. You run a newspaper, you have to be a newspaper man, and you're not.
No.
You're just no good.
You suggest I do.
Resign.
You three, the office, tomorrow morning, on time and sober. Or a bad newspaper man will show you how to run one without you, and that goes.
Okay, then. You get my point?
Yes. And your resignation. And this time, Mr. Doyle, that goes.
You have done me a favor.
If you want another, call on me. And try and get it.
What's the difference?
Everything's paid for the last 2 rounds.
Okay, here you are. Everything's even.
Thank you, Mr. Dahl.
Grab a cab, pick up my bag, and I'm on my way. Any fellas coming with me?
Sure. Let's go. I had my wife to live.
Where are you going? Anywhere this will take me. Come on.
If I had my wife
Boss, it's time to get up. Oh, boss, don't you know it's time to get up? Boss, we getting into St. Louis. Yeah, okay. St. Louis? Yes, sir. St. Louis, Missouri. What for? What for what? You mean my ticket to reach St. Louis? Yes, sir. Where'd all this junk come from? Well, that come aboard with you last night in Chicago. I see. Look, was I alone? Oh, no. Bridal party was with you. Bridal party? Well, surely you remember. Yeah. I drew a blank. Bridal party? Well, here we is. Yeah. We'll have to break $1. Oh, that's all right, boss. You took care of me last night. I give up. Is the little lady gonna meet you? I don't know. Little lady? Oh, boss. You can't fool me. I know she was coming to St. Louis to get married. I am, huh? Yes, sir. Fixes everything up just dandy. Oh, no! I remember. I guess I won't need this anymore. St. Louis. Bridal party. Little, oh. Hey, son. Hey, buddy. Where's the closest place a fella can go and get something for, that? You mean that? Yeah, that. Thanks, pal. Okay, buddy. What'll it be, lady?
Oh,
a cup of coffee and some donuts.
Thank you. Donuts and coffee. Check.
20 cents? 10 cents for coffee. It's never more than a nickel.
Well, it's 10 here.
And donuts. You can get them any place for a nickel.
Lady, we get 5 cents straight. 3 for 15. I serve them, you wet them, and that's the check.
Look, all I have is a nickel and 5 pence. Honestly, it is.
Lady, if I let you talk me out of this, I'll have to pay the difference.
Don't you believe me?
With all the gags they play on me, I don't believe nobody. Hey, buddy. Check. And, Thanks.
Say, waiter, you got any dishes you'd like for us?
Forget it. That won't be necessary. I can tell a lady when I see one.
Oh, thanks. Here.
No. This is on the house. Just meet it.
And 2 cents tax.
That's what I say, I can just meet it.
This thing, Weston?
Yes.
That'll be 56 cents.
I'd like to send a collect.
What's your name? Any identification?
No, but it's to my mother.
I know, miss, but we don't know your mother. I can't accept it.
You can't? Oh, that's all right. Thanks just the same.
Look, isn't there something I can do?
No, thank you.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I'm just not interested.
That's telling me. Hey, where do you think you're going? You see fellas like that, you wish you were a judge. Anyone hurt? No. But how come you let that fella get away? I whistled, didn't I?
Officer, everything is all right.
Everything isn't all right. That fella didn't give me an argument. He went right ahead. That's what burns me. Would you and the lady like to go to the station and make a complaint? We certainly would. When you do, they got killed. You just step off the curb and what's down the Whoa, now. Don't you know that you can never win an argument with a wife? Yeah, but sometimes a good smack does her good. Across the next street, you might throw yourself under another car.
I appreciate very much what you did, but now I wish you'd go away and leave me alone.
You can't be trusted out alone.
You can tell that traffic officer how to handle his job, but don't give me any more advice.
That was funny, that missing stuff, wasn't it?
No.
I thought about it.
Oh, you.
You know you're prettier than ever when you're mad.
You'll either go away and leave me alone, or I'll call a policeman and tell him that you're annoying.
Would you do that?
Yes.
Maybe you would at that.
gonna keep up all day.
Why not?
I don't know what to do with you.
I know what to do with you. Come on. You know, you're not fooling me a bit. You haven't any more place to go than a rabbit. Neither do I. You're broke, I'm broke. But I'm not going to let you go till I'm sure you're all right.
Well, don't worry about me.
I have to. Ever since that car missed you and you threw yourself in my arms.
I did not.
Looked that way to me.
Well, you grabbed me. Could I help that?
No, I suppose not. But you didn't have to kiss me as a reward for saving your life.
What?
Well, you didn't think about it. It's okay. It'd been nice if you had, though. Nonetheless, you are up against it, aren't you? So am I. Now, look. If you're willing to take a chance, I can get us both out of the jam.
Just what do you mean by taking a chance?
Figure there are some men in this world that know a decent girl when they see one. But forget all those others and focus on me. Now, there you are. Here I am. We have one bag between us. That bag will get us into a good hotel. Now, please, please don't get me wrong. I'll see that you get a good room, good meal, good sleep. Incidentally, I'll get a little shut-eye myself, because I won't have to be worrying about you. What do you say? Well, here comes an officer. Coming along with me, or you're going to turn me in? Nice day, officer. What's nice about it?
Well, I think it's a lovely day.
I'm picking the best, huh? Keep smiling. Keep on looking happy. If I start getting it wrong, you laugh. That'll kill the clerk. Whatever I do, you play straight for me. Get all set. Have something to eat. Tomorrow's another day. Trust me, won't you?
I trust you.
That's good. Come on, turn on that smile. That's it, come on. How do you do? How do you do?
Now I can give you something very nice on the third floor with tub and shower for $10.
You're not talking my language. What did the president have last time he stopped here?
Perhaps I better call the manager.
Yes, would you?
Sure.
Place.
Mr. Clark, our manager, Mr. and Mrs. Doyle.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Doyle? How do you do, Mr. Doyle?
Mr. Clark?
Now, what can I do for you?
Well, what we really wanted was the honeymoon suite if it's vacant.
Oh, honeymooners, eh?
Yes, indeed.
That's $35 a day, Mr. Doyle.
It's all right. That's perfectly all right. Mrs. Doyle insisted upon coming here, and at least I'm starting in right. Whatever Mrs. Doyle wants, I want. Isn't that right, dear?
My, that's wonderful. Mr. Shaw, the keys to 910. Boy, run. I'll conduct you to the suite first.
Oh, thank you. Just a moment, Mr. Clark. I'm expecting a very, very important wire. Will you phone over to the railroad station and have them forwarded over here, please?
Yeah, certainly.
Now, children, come with me.
Yes, Mr. Clark. Nice, dear.
These bridegrooms get on my nerves.
Maybe when you get one, he won't.
Wise guy, huh?
Like this?
Oh, it's fine.
Ought to. President did.
Oh, we do, don't we, dear? She's a little tired. A good kid, but moody.
Now, don't you hesitate to ask me for anything you desire.
I won't.
Goodbye, Mr. Doyle.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Mrs. Doyle.
Here you are, sir.
Oh, yes, oh, yeah.
Is there anything else, sir?
No. Boy. Hurry.
Well, did I or did I not put that one over?
You did.
I told you I would.
You told me I could trust you, and I believed you.
Oh, kid, this is the way to do it. Make them think we're important people.
Well, I prefer nice people.
We are.
I kept my bargain. I played straight. And now I'll go quietly, and you can explain your wife's going as glibly as you did her coming here.
Oh, now look, kid, you can't do this. I wasn't fooling you. I meant everything I said. I thought you understood. What's told you there'd be no... Oh, now look, there's your room and there's mine, and here's your key. Well, you couldn't be as safe anywhere in the world as you are right here.
Miss me? Which key is mine?
Hello. Mr. Clark in the office? Hello, Mr. Clark? Mr. Doyle? Oh, no. Everything is fine, yes. No, I wanted to order some lunch. Oh, some pheasant, I think. Oh, Mr. Clark, that's too bad. No pheasant here. She says grouse then. Yes, grouse. And some wine. Oh, I should say 2 bottles. Oh, it really doesn't matter, Mr. Clark. I'll leave the vintage to you. Thank you.
I don't think I've ever been so hungry in all my life.
I got that at the station. You looked all in.
I was. Do you know, I couldn't even pay my check.
No.
If it hadn't been for that waiter, I don't know what I'd have done. He trusted me for 20 cents.
Yes, that fellow's all right. You'd never know it by looking at him. I'm going to see that he gets that 20 cents.
No, I'll take care of that.
No, I'll do it. I'm your business manager.
All right.
Now, here's the idea. I haven't a thing to worry about. I've wired my old paper for $200. That's the wire sent to the station. That ought to be here tomorrow at the latest. I really ought to get it tonight. And we pay our bill here and we're all set. How's that, Ann?
Say, how'd you know my name was Ann?
Did I hit it? Well, what do you... How do you suppose... Oh, you look like an Ann.
Oh, just what do ants look like?
Just like you.
Mr. Clark just came in for Mr. Doyle. You know, that millionaire bridegroom up in 910. Have I sent it up to him?
I'll deliver it myself. Why, it's easy. Of course, Larry Doyle doesn't mean anything to you. Any good newspaper knows me. I'll buy tomorrow. There you are. Something happening already. Oh, hello, Mr. Clark. Come right in. It's Mr. Clark here.
How do you do, Mr. Clark?
Oh, thank you. Well, what do you think of that? A wire for it. Telegram for you. Oh, was it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Good news?
Oh, yes, marvelous. Just a joke. Another comedy wire for the honeymoon couple. I don't know how they ever knew we were stopping here. Could I see you in the hall for just a minute? Oh, yes, certainly. Excuse us here. See Mr.
That line of talk you gave me was good. I don't know what your game is, and I don't care, but you've involved me. Now, I could put you out. That wouldn't do me any. So I'll take a gamble. I'll give you just 24 hours to settle up your bill. I'll call the police.
Oh, thanks very much, Mr. Clark. Goodbye, Mr. Clark. He killed me.
What do you want?
Oh, just another joke. He wanted me to invest money in a new chain of hotels.
What was in that wire?
Oh, the wire. Oh, just a game. It's kind of funny, though. But it's, well, you know, you can't read it to a girl. It's kind of, you know. Here's a laugh from Larry Doyle, St. Louis. He's flattened in a jam and wires me for 200.
might be interested, that's all.
Kid's in a jail. How much money you fellas got? I haven't got any money, but I got an idea.
What is it?
Oh, baby, be hot for me tonight. I made them. Oh, come on.
Well, the grouse was delicious, and I noticed that you enjoyed the wine. What do we do next, Mr. Business Manager? Say, you're not even listening to me.
I've got it. I've got it. He always works the same way. He pulls off a job and then calls up the district attorney in the newspapers and laughs at him. He's just pulled his most sensational job, and he's laughing at them all right now.
Who in the world are you talking about?
Hey, Larry, here's it. Oh, boy, is this up my alley. Here's where I go to work. I'm on my way to the news office. Give me a break till I get back.
Hello. Listen, I just told the district attorney where he stands. Now I'll tell you. You read it in the paper.
We're doing everything we can, sir. I've got everybody out covering the case. As usual, he left no clues.
You get the eel, or I'll get another managing editor.
What a piece of luck I am for you.
Who are you?
Larry Doyle, the best newspaper man on either side of the rock.
Get out of here.
Don't you want to catch the eel?
Yeah.
All right, you're looking at the original eel catcher. Larry Doyle, the one and only. Why, you know me, Larry Doyle, Chicago Record. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You think I'm a lot of...
I do.
You think I'm a bluff, fake.
Right.
All right, I'll prove it. I got my press card right here. Anybody knows me. You're a managing editor. You ought to... Oh, I'm afraid I haven't got it. See, a bunch of the fellow... that last night in Chicago.
Get out of here, or
Well, you'll try and kick me out, or you wouldn't do that. You'd kick out the best little newspaper man you ever took a boot at. Besides, you'd lose the boot and the opportunity of your life. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm going to call up my boss and be identified.
Charges reversed.
Certainly.
Get Jordan.
Why don't I talk to Jonas, Chicago Record?
I don't care where you've looked. Get him.
Why, of course, charges reversed.
You, Errol. Look in every gin mill, pool hall, dance hall, the river, anywhere. And when you find him, tell him to get on the Trocadero and see if he can pick up anything on the eel.
Trocadero, huh? Hello. Hello, Jonas? It's Larry Doyle. Yeah, I'm talking to Marvin, St. Louis News. Yeah, big story's popped, and I'm telling him I'm the boy to handle it. He doesn't believe I'm Larry Doyle. Can you imagine that? Yeah, will you put him straight?
Sure, I'll fix it for you. Put Marvin on.
Thanks. There you are. That's my boss.
This is Marvin. Give me the lowdown.
Sure. He's a fake. Why were you I turn him over to the police? He's lying. Because the real Larry's sitting here in my office right now.
Hey.
Well, he told you, didn't he?
He sure did.
That was my boss.
Your boss says you're a fake and a liar. The real Larry Doyle is sitting in his office right now.
What kid? Why, it must be a rib. I'm Larry Doyle, honest.
Get out of here before you tell me your Damon runs you. And here's one city editor you can't put anything over on.
All right. You don't believe I'm Larry Doyle? Well, the next time I come in, I'll have the story. Maybe you'll believe that, Mr. Editor.
The charges on that call were $6.60.
Everything all right?
It's everything all right. Listen, I talked to Marvin, the managing editor of the news, for about 15 minutes. Told him I was Larry Doyle, and he put me on the payroll. Oh, I'm riding on top of the world again.
Oh, I'm so glad, Larry.
Riding on top of the world again.
Larry, come here. Look me straight in the eye. Are you lying to me?
Yeah. I lost out. See, Ann, my old boss let me down. I called him, told him they didn't believe I was Larry Doyle. He said he'd fix it. He did. He told him I was a fake. Kind of funny.
It's a shame. It's just a shame.
It's all in the breaks. But I'm not licked yet. I'll show him, and I'll show that Jonas, too.
Wait a minute. I'll go. Might be Mr. Clark. Thank you. Another wire for you, Larry.
Yeah, I know it's from Jonas, and I don't want it.
Well, look, here's $50.
Here's your what?
What does this mean? Sorry, couldn't do better. The bones went cold at 50. Regards, Whalen, Weeks, done.
Now, can you imagine pals like that? Hello? Hello? If this hotel can scrape up $50, get it together because I'm coming right down. It's always a mistake to let a newspaper man get his hand on $50. I told you something would break.
Where are you going?
Out to spend my inheritance. Money drives me crazy.
What's all this? Larry, they're beautiful.
Put those things down, boys.
You shouldn't have done it.
Rather I hadn't.
No.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, sir.
Bill has paid. The manager's apologizing. We've got 2 days' credit. You're a sweet kid.
And we're broke again.
That's it. Money. Money. Where can we get a hold of some money? I got it. And do you know where there's a good pawn shop?
I should. Everything I own is there.
What time's it close?
Larry! How much do you think they'll give you on
As little as possible. How much? What do you want? $50. 50. 40. 20. Best I can do. I wouldn't sell it for less than 35. Well, I wouldn't pay more than 25. It's yours. Here's your money. Thank you. Thank you. We're rich again. Come on. Hello? This is Nate. Yes? Just got a special police 45. Exactly what you're looking for. Thanks. I'll be right down for it. $25. A good gambling place, I make it 100.
Well, there's a Trocadero. I hear they gamble there.
Trocadero? Trocadero. That's the place Marvin spoke of. That's where we'll go.
Larry, do you think we should?
Listen, where they gamble, they drink. Where they drink, I can gamble.
All right. But don't you drink.
Certainly not. Maybe one or two. I don't know where this place got a reputation for being a live one.
It is dead tonight. It's all right with me. Good night.
Oh. Wait here, I'll get a cab.
What's the matter?
The at 5:30. Be sure and be there. All right, get going.
Attention all cars, a holdup at the Trocadero. 2 men killed. Bandit got away in open touring car. Headed west from the Trocadero. Bring him in. That is all. Bronson. South on 8th Street.
Oh, Larry, are you all right?
Lady, have I got a story?
Police car 17 reports. Bandit car did not go beyond Elm Avenue on 8th Street. Keep your eyes open. Bronson.
What a crazy thing to do, Larry. They might have killed you.
But they didn't. Look at that stuff. Boy, with a story like this on Lake Marvin on the news, do the back handsprings. You stay here. This time, your fingers crossed.
I'm going with you.
No, you stay here. I'll be right back.
You'll do nothing of the sort. You're not going to get away again. Where you go, I go. I'm not going to stay up in this room all by myself. I'm going with you.
I say you're going. Come on.
Marvin talking.
This is your friend the eel talking. I knocked over the Trocadero.
What? See if you can trace that fall on the other wire. Hurry, it's the eel. Can't you hurry? Can't you hear me? That was the eel.
It won't do you any good because you can't.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
How would you like the eel this time?
I haven't enough on my hands. You're going into your dance again. And now you've got a partner.
Oh, I'm not a dancer. I'm his wife.
Don't bring any of your children in here.
I'm bringing the greatest story of the year in here if you got sense enough to grab it.
He's a much better newspaper man than any you've got on this paper.
He's out of his mind. Now get out of here, both of you.
All right, I'm going over to the dispatch. They'll know a great story when they hear one.
Then you'll lose your job.
Why, a feature story signed by Larry Doyle will bust this town wide open.
But you're not Doyle.
All right, supposing I'm not, but I can turn up the eel.
Lots of people have fallen down trying to do that.
But they haven't seen him. I have.
I'd believe anything if I could believe that.
I tell you, I've seen him. I could pick him out of 100 men.
Prove it.
I will, but first I got to be on the payroll.
All right. I'll take a chance.
How much?
Never mind, Dan.
Oh, no. We're not giving things away.
All right. 100 a week. Get the eel and you'll get a bonus.
It's a bet. Now, call up the district attorney. Tell him to get his men up to the Trocadero. We'll be there before they are.
Deputy Johnson, the district attorney, right away. If you're kidding me, your wife will take you home in a basket.
Get the district attorney and make a reputation for yourself. Come on, Ed.
Hello, Johnson, the news. Marvin talking. I've got a hot tip on the eel. One of my best men is on his way down to the Trocadero with the dope. This is hot. You will? Right away? Good. His name? Doyle. That's it. Larry Doyle.
Now, this is what we know. Officer O'Brien was killed by the gunman in the car, and the gunman was killed by O'Brien. The bullets found in their respective bodies make us certain of that, right?
Right.
Now, which officer found the body of Detective Ryland?
I did.
Good. Was the bullet found in the body?
Yes.
45. Good. Now, how did you find it? I mean, which way was it lying?
To get that way, beat this.
If the body fell like that, it must have been killed by someone who stood about here.
Sure.
The man in the car. No. The man in the car had a shotgun. Now, just let us suppose that the eel comes out of this door. He has the money. He stops. He hears Riley. He turns and fires and kills him. He steps over to the car. He hands someone in the car the money, and they beat it. Now, let's suppose that just to cover up, the eel starts back into the club. He still has the gun. It's hot. What does he do?
Throws it away.
Right, he throws it away. Now, where would he throw it?
Here it is.
What did I tell you?
Give it to me.
No doubt about it, it's a 45. I tell you, no matter how clever they are, they always leave a clue. Now, gentlemen, you have the gun, you have the bullet, and the fingerprints. Right, now all you have to do is find find the owner of the gun, and you found the murderer and the eel. Come on, men. We have no time to lose.
Larry, it's your gun.
$26,000 in cash. He left holding the bag. I find the killer's gun, and it turns out to be my own. What a story. What a spot.
All right. We're the only ones that know about the money. And as for the gun, that would have the fingerprints of the killer, not yours.
That's right.
Larry, there's nothing more we can do about it tonight, is there?
There certainly is. We can go down to that pawn shop and find out who got the gun.
For hours, you know that.
Oh, that's right, too.
Look, you're all tired. Why don't you go in and get some sleep? Lie down and get your nerves all straight.
What about you? You're all in yourself.
Oh, I'm all right.
I guess you're the business manager now.
One time you need it.
Thanks. You know, I nearly died when you told Marvin you were my wife.
Nobody can call me a dancer.
Yes, do you? You better get some sleep yourself.
I will.
Hey. You're cute, you know that?
Good night.
Well, what is it? It's about that eel case. Oh. Sit down. I'm a pawnbroker. Near that gambling joint where the policeman were killed. Go on. Well, I see by the paper about the gun that killed him. The number and so on. Anyhow, just before the murder, a young fella come in to sell me that same gun. That is interesting. What happened? Didn't buy it. Why not? He got no identification. He gets suspicious. Take his number, the gun, and his name. And this. Larry Doyle. Yeah. Do you have a girl with him? Sure. Indian Jackson and Kelly right away. There's no doubt about it. We've got a real job on our hands.
Right.
What?
Think the money's safe?
Oh, sure. It's locked in the cabinet. Larry Doyle? Yes, what is it? District Attorney would like to see you. Okay. I've got to run over to the newspaper office first, and I'll be right over. No. You better come along now.
All right, Larry. You run ahead and I'll wait for you right here.
District Attorney said he'd like to see you, too.
You didn't think I was really going to stay here, did you?
Sit down. Would you sit down, Mrs. Doyle? I'm convinced as I am of your analysis of the crime last night. I would like to make sure of some minor details. This may not seem important to you, but I would like to check up on my deduction. Now, as I remember, your deductions were that Officer O'Brien was killed by the gunman in the car, and that he was killed by O'Brien. Now, the bullets found in the respective bodies make that positively certain. Right? Right. Now, there's one thing you overlooked, Sister. Something that we now know. Another man drove that murder car away. Find that man and you'll find the eel. Isn't that reasonable supposition? I suppose so. Now check me if you see me going wrong. No, Doyle. It isn't possible that story, you might be withholding something that could be construed as, well, not as deduction, but as evidence. A good newspaper man never reveals the source of his information. Right. Now, for the sake of my deduction, will you tell us something about your news yesterday? Where were you from 1:30 a.m.? Why, I was... You interviewed Marvin at 1:20, right? Well, then. Where had you been just before you interviewed Marvin? You went to the Commodore Hotel at 1 o'clock and left there at 1:05. Now, that we know. So it may seem irrelevant to you, but that is correct. Right? Now, where were you between the hours of 9 and 12:20?
Well, we went several places.
Didn't we drop in at the Trocadero? Yeah. What time was this? Oh, cut this out. I'm not. Well, you have charge of the cloakroom of the Trocadero?
Yes.
29 to 37. Where did you see the glass?
At the Trocadero. I gave this gentleman a taxi.
Lady with him? Gentleman say anything?
He remarked to the lady that our joint was definite.
Lady say anything?
She agreed.
About what time was that?
About 12:20.
That's all. Thank you.
Boss, the district attorney has Doyle down in his office.
All right, he knows how to get out.
Now, today, the DA's putting the screws on.
What for?
Am I supposed to have our story?
Got a hold up occurred about the same time. Suppose it did. Are you accusing me?
Fingerprints on the wheel and those of Mr. Doyle found in the hotel room are the same.
That's all. I repeat. Find the man who drove that car and you'll have the heat. You mean you're charging me with murder? I do. Going to talk?
Go on, Larry. Tell him what happened.
All right. All this evidence you have is right. But I only did what any good newspaper man would do in the same spot. We don't even know that you are a newspaper man. But we do know that you are not Larry Doyle.
What are you trying to do, Johnson?
Run my own.
Then lay off my paper. What's the deal, Larry?
I'm charged with a Trocadero murder.
Have you gone insane?
No, I'm getting smart. First, who is he?
What do you mean, who is he?
He's not Larry Doyle.
Who said so?
You did. Kicked him out once when Chicago said he was a fake.
What do you want to do, Larry?
Get Chicago. Get Jonas again. Hey, that's an idea. Get Jonas to Chicago Record. Quick. And remember, it was your own idea. Get it. You're not thinking very fast today.
Cut out the jokes, Johnson. They're not funny.
Well, this call will be the... Well, what do you want? Jonas, Chicago Record? Yeah. Johnson, District Attorney of St. Louis. Identification.
Hello, Jonas. This is Marvin again, the news. About Larry Doyle.
Let me talk to him. Hello, Chief. I'm in a spot. You called on him, and this time it's my finish. I got a great story, but it's backed up on me. My only out is to prove that I'm...
That district attorney out.
Right. Johnson talking.
Hello, Johnson. That's Doyle. Larry Doyle. He's a good boy. And you fellas stop hitting him out there.
He says you're him.
Thanks, Chief. Now are you satisfied?
And I'm sure he's Doyle, all right. I'm also sure I'm holding him for murder.
Come on, let me in on this.
Here it is. Besides all this evidence, Doyle was the driver of the murder car. Part of the story.
Are you right, Larry?
If you'll stick with me.
That's good enough for me. We'll crack this story wide open. Come on, kid.
No. He's going to stay right here. Well, I gotta handle my end, too.
I'm guaranteeing it.
If you give me 24 hours, I'll produce Eve. No.
You won't take my guarantee?
No.
I see. Well, maybe I don't pack the water. Give me Forrest, 6370. The managing editor can't talk sense. He may be the owner, can.
Well, that's all. Hello. I haven't the heart to. We could be beast. Will I get 24 hours for Doyle? Okay, we will. Answer the call. Now keep your men out of this. Doyle gets a free hand. Are we set? I guess so. What? Yes. Come on.
Larry, what was that man said to you last night when he handed you the bag?
He said, keep this and meet me tomorrow at 5:30.
That doesn't make sense.
No, this does. Let's get to that pawn shop. No cops will stop us this time.
Larry, look. There's your wife, Larry.
I'll redeem this. What's the matter? Can't you read your own handwriting? Everything's blurred. Just get me the gun. Jake handles this. Come back in half an hour, yeah? Do I get the gun or do I come over the counter after you? And don't reach under there. Maybe it's in the safe. I'll see. So will I. Oh, I forgot. Jake's got the combination. Let's know. I'm not. No getting tough. I tell you, I haven't got it. Of course you haven't. Where'd you sell it to? I can't remember. What'd you do with that gun? Come on, tell me. You. He's out. You hear me? Wake up. Come on. Come on, give me something to do. I'll get rid of the customer. Can I do for you? I can see something in revolvers. Anything special? Yes. Pretty special 45. We haven't any of those in stock. District attorney has. Really? Paper say. What have you got in bags? Bags? Yes, with money and jewelry. Come on, get wise, Doyle. Maybe the district attorney has that too. Oh, it's just too bad. Get over there. You're going in and call on Nate. Giving you another headline story, Doyle, but you won't write it. Nate! Nate! All right, Doyle. I'm giving you 3 to tell me where that bag is. Where is it? 1. Where is it? 2.
Bust open. Marion, what's the matter? What is it?
After all the nice things that have happened, now comes the earthquake.
Goodness, Larry, what's happened?
Didn't you read it? In all the write-ups, they call you Mrs. Doyle.
Is that all that's worrying?
Is that all? We're not married. Don't you understand? Now you'll have to marry me.
Would that be awful?
What?
Alright, we're back in the cockpit getting ready to start our descent. You can see the line I've drawn. That'll take us down to the first altitude restriction of 11,000 feet. Seems to be a little bit more stable here. I'm going to have to maybe take that mesh out I had for the mountains. That might have been causing the issues. We've got 9 miles to go. The line's right at the Rued waypoint. And we can see Nick ahead of us. He's already descending, and Dark's in behind us. He's 2,000 feet below us. We're all looking good. Just as a reminder, we are going in on the Kazir arrival. So we're going to be coming up to Kazir here. We're going to come down here at MS 103. We've got an 11,000 foot restriction and 6,000, 4,000 at Lausanne, 3,000, above 3,000 at MS 401, and 3,000 at Kiewel, where we'll pick up the localizer for the runway. And that is the plan. We have 2 miles to go. And the sun has set as we've been flying out here into Belarus. Minsk area traffic, Skyways 5556, leaving flight level 380 on the Kazir 2 Delta arrival for Minsk. Start down. Thousand feet per minute, and as we come up on the
Minsk area
speed,
traffic,
we'll adjust.
Speedbird 15 Whiskey is now going to make our descent to 11,000 feet by the Kolos 2 Delta arrival.
Oh, so he's doing a little bit of a different route. Yeah, I'm going to jog up a little bit to the north, as you can see here. I think something Dark's going to go south and pick it up down here and come in kind of the same way. It's going to come in from this side and in. Hello, Scott. Happy New Year to you. How are you? So what do we have happening at the airport? Well, we got one aircraft that looks like it just departed. He's heading to, I believe it's Moscow. And there's 4 of us inbound, us 3, plus another one coming in from somewhere else in Russia. Not sure exactly where. But wherever he is definitely a lot further out. He is not in sight. But everything's looking good. We're descending down now. Should be a nice night landing. Is it Orion's belt? There's 3 stars there. Yeah, it could be. Could be what's the name of the Betelgeuse? Betelgeuse star. I have seen the Big Dipper, or I guess as you guys over in Britain call it, the plow. I have seen that. Oh, there it is right there. Actually, as we look out the window, you can see it. There's the handle. There's the cup, or the blade, if you're calling it the plow. I believe that makes that the North Star Polaris, if I remember right. It's, whoa, didn't mean to do that. That's very cool. So we're going to lock our speed at 290 for the rest of the descent down to 10,000 feet. Mainly because, as I've mentioned before, Mach speed is altitude density dependent, and as we get into thicker air, that speed increases. We'll make sure our frequency is in 109.70. 109.70 IGH is correct. Tune in the Minsk VOR of 113.6. That I was on, and we'll get our destination data entered in. Alright, so the current weather in Minsk, it's clearing a little bit. At least it's better than it was. So QNH is 1009. Wind speeds are 11 gusting 15 meters per second. I don't know what the conversion for that is. Winds 340 at, I'll call it 5. I have no real idea. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet, and our decision height will be 769 barrel. So what we are going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to leave the altitude, well, we'll turn it on just so we have it. The charts are in feet, but the wind speeds are in metric, so I'm not sure what they're using. So we'll just put that up anyway, just as a reference. I forgot the temperature. And temperature is 2 degrees. Alright, so all our information is now entered in. And we'll be entering the approach phase as we come down through 10,000 feet. Now I'm putting in for a Cat 2, not Cat 1, just because of the low clouds at 1,500 feet, just to make sure, in case you never know in the sim. Although it's looking clear out there right now because I don't think my weather reloaded in properly. When it's that low, I get a little bit worried about how the sim renders it, so we'll put it for the Cat 2. So we're turning on to the arrival now. I believe that's the aircraft that's departing or passing through. Yeah. He's on his way to Vilnius. I think that's in, is it Lithuania or Poland? Poland or maybe Lithuania. Not sure. Yeah, it's Lithuania. I was having that earlier, Nick, and then I had that crash, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm set you to below. Set to below? How about that? Alright, so we're through 20,000 feet, so we'll look at our descent checklist. MCDU landing performance information is all in. See, it's all there. TCAS is set below. Approach briefing is complete. Nav aids are set. Anti-ice not required. EFIS is set. Seatbelt signs. We'll turn them on now. Get everybody seated. And barrow at transition. 1009. So we'll set that in just as a reference. There is Nick ahead of us. So the next altitude we'll set is 4,000, which we have to be at by Lausanne. Just going to dial that in now. We're going to have to slow down. We have to be at 220 at MS 403, which is this one here. Put the constraints on, you can see. There's Minsk. See the city all laid out. Little circular pattern cities. City center, a major road there, and another major road around the perimeter. Airport over that way. Weather said we should be broken clouds at 1,500 feet, but again, my weather didn't load in after the crash, so it is what it is. Start bringing that speed back to 220 now. Well, we're above 11,000, which is what it wanted. Start slowing down. Nick's only about 8 miles ahead of me.
Mixed traffic. Sierra 464 overhead, Mike Sierra 403, continuing for runway 31 right.
Take that speed right down now. See that really stuttering now. Everything else looks smooth, but my dial, my gauges are stuttering like crazy. But everything outside is smooth. Weird. Speed's coming back. Difference? Oh, I don't know. Let's stop stuttering. Speed's 240.
Mixed traffic, speed of 15 whiskey overhead, Mike Sierra 103, descending with the star and speed restrictions for runway 31 left.
Right, so he's right in behind me. And I've locked up again. I'm done. Second crash. That's going to do it. There's going to be no reloading in. I think today, today is not working. Oh, what a pain this is. Anywho, we'll try again tomorrow. Guys, hopefully, I don't know what is going on. A real pain, but it is extremely frustrating and annoying. So that's going to do it for today. We'll try again tomorrow with the next leg. Talk to you later. Bye.